is purpose driven, it's going to be met with restraint. Because for it to be authentically yours, it's going to be met with restraint. You got to fight for that thing. It's just like God is a spirit, right? So he ain't no ghost. He just ain't talking to you. He's going to talk to people and situations, nature, natural things that happen. So my biggest learner is physical fitness. And I think you're doing some stuff with physical fitness.
For sure.
Is that in order to grow stronger and bigger, you have to strip down your muscles,
for sure.
Strip it down, right?
Strip and tear it.
For it to be stronger, you got to rip it down. That's life.
Yes.
If you going somewhere, bro, it's gonna hurt.
Yes.
But you have to learn to like the pain associated with growth. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So talk about a little about what you're doing now with your fitness joint.
Oh yeah, I tried it out probably some while back called TBM, Team Boss Movement, and the focus of that Team Boss Movement was more or less just bringing a lot of bosses together and making a movement. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, like you call a team boss, you want to be a part. We got entities everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So just like how you doing your thing, you know what I'm saying? If somebody want to get in your field, I know my homie over here, he could go over here. So that was the whole initiative of that.
Okay.
But I got into rebuilding myself and working out. So that's like switched the narrative when I first started it.
Okay.
So, you know, and I just tapped back into it and refocused on not only working out, you know, I want to be a life coach.
Okay.
I don't want to be your trainer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I want to be your life coach. I want to walk you through this. You know what I'm saying? I want to show you, like, okay, give you my experience, give you your experience.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And tell people, like, all right, well, in the midst of working out, you know what I'm saying? Because working out not only strips your muscle, but it strips your mental. And it builds discipline. For someone to transform their body, you got to be disciplined. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You got to be disciplined. I mean, with the eating and getting up in the morning.
And I want to stop on the discipline part because I don't think, you know, that's the hardest part for everybody. Being disciplined, man. Sure. It's a lot of, especially now today's society. And I'm going to use women, for example. And this ain't this, you know, crap on y'all, but especially beautiful women, bodied up women.
Right.
It's not a lot of discipline that needs to be practiced for a brother to spin a couple bands on her.
Right.
Because she look good.
Right.
You know, she got a nice body. And, you know, and I'm not knocking on these girls because I know it's hard, but you just have to be disciplined to what you want in life.
Right.
Do you want to just these handouts, these dudes, you know, soliciting you? That's all it is. Sure. I'm gonna give you some bread because I want something. You already know what it is, and they know. Oh, he just gave it to me because he liked me. Nah, it ain't nothing for free. Right. You know what I'm saying? You gonna give him something, or you gonna have to let the dude go, and it might backfire at that point. I didn't give you X, Y, and Z. You gonna give me something. You know what I'm saying? So my point is, discipline is so important, even on that level. It's like, look, I know I'm going through, and I know I can use this brother to get whatever, but I'm disciplined on what it is that I'm focused on where I'm trying to go to get X, Y, and Z from another man. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I pull women into this thing. But for men, we have so many areas of discipline.
For sure.
That we have to practice. That where do you learn that from? You know what I'm saying? Like as a young African-American man, you said your father you didn't grow up with your dad. I grew up with my dad, you know, on different sides of the city, but I grew up with him. So he was always in my head. So I got my discipline, learning integrity and discipline from my dad. The importance of honoring your word as a man. Look at a man in the eye when you talk to him.
For sure.
Firm handshake. I got that from my dad. Discipline on what it is that I want. If I want to play, because he said I was too small to play football. I'm like, nah, you ain't playing football. Stay with baseball. Which I should have listened to him and stayed. But I want to prove my dad wrong. Like, I don't care. whatever you say, I'm gonna be able to do it. And my dad always used reverse psychology on me. So, when he told me I couldn't do something, I knew. But I learned discipline, eating right, having to get up early. I outran everybody on my track team, outworked everybody on my football team. Even though I was one of the smallest, I ended up being one of the fastest, one of the quickest, and one of the most disciplined. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I was able to go to college and play on the collegiate level because of my discipline. I wouldn't even say it's because of my skill set. It was more so my discipline. Like, people don't understand. You have the Bo Jacksons of the world. Mm-hmm. You got the Kobe's of the world. You got the Michael Jordans. You got the LeBron James, right? What separated, even though they had a skill set. I'm not going to use Bo. That's why Bo's career was cut real early, because he didn't have that discipline to work out. They said Bo didn't even work out. He was just naturally talented. Mm-hmm. And that's how a lot of people walk around here. You still have to be disciplined in your craft. Right. These other brothers, I tell you, everybody tell you they spend hours in the gym. Kobe would shoot 1,000 shots a day. You know what I'm saying? 500 shots a day. Come out. LeBron James spends over $1 million on his body every year. Like, these cats took it serious, man. Michael Jordan, they said, will play with the flu. You know what I'm saying? Like, discipline. So tell me, I mean, as far as this, I love this. Like, I live for that, because it makes men. Like, if you're not disciplined, bro, I'm not saying you're not a man, but it tells me a lot about you.
Most definitely.
When you can't say no to this, no to that, then I ain't going, you know what I'm saying? I can't. That tells me a lot about you. You know what I'm saying? Right. So what helped you become a disciplined man to get to where you at and what you're trying to do?
Building integrity. That goes a long way. So if I know I stand on business on something, you go become disciplined. Mm-hmm. Nobody can dangle nothing in my face if I don't know what's going on. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Not saying, like, just going through life. I'm only 39, so I failed in a lot. Mm-hmm. I failed a lot, I should say, and for sure, failure brings discipline.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? Because it's just knowledgeable, like, so if and discipline is consistency too. Mm-hmm. You should say that too. Yeah. That go hand in hand. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So if you know that I already went down this path, you know what I'm saying, and it comes back in different forms. You get what I'm saying? It will come back in different forms, but I already failed that way, and I can see it coming. I got to stay disciplined and say no to this because I'm trying to get there. So to bring, like, I watched the interview with Kobe, and it was early in his career. They used to go out of town to play, and everybody wanted to party. But he was disciplined enough to say no. But when, like I said, come in different forms, and they kept, oh yeah, come on, Kobe, come on. Okay, if y'all do this, right, I will party with y'all, but y'all got to get in the gym with me. You get what I'm saying? And that's what he did. Right, you know what I'm saying? So, and you just got to know, like I said, integrity. And you got to know where you want, what you want in life. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm at right now. I know, what I want.
And that's huge, bro. Knowing what you want. Yeah. Because knowing what you want will dictate what you won't do.
Right.
If I know I want this and want that, it's certain things I can't do because it's going to forfeit what it is I'm trying to do. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Like, I couldn't want to mentor youth, but yet I want to slang dope on the side.
Right.
That if I get caught, that's shutting my whole system down. Right. Down. So that's important. I tell people that all the time too, is that it ain't so much what you will do, is what you won't do, man. Like, it's certain things. It's like snitching. You know what I'm saying? Certain people just won't snitch.
Right.
It's certain people that just won't lie in certain situations. Right. They're just honest. I know a few people that are just honest people. Like, they don't want to, like I say, they like when keeping it real goes wrong. They want to keep it real about everything. I don't think there's nothing wrong with opting out of saying different things.
Right.
That don't make you a liar. That don't make you not being a real person. But everybody can't handle truth. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I don't mean to tell you this and that right now. You know what I'm saying? You can't even handle it right now. You know what I'm saying? Or you might take it the wrong way. It's not necessary to tell you to be that person.
For sure.
But, you know, I got you on here today, and because, you know, that my show is about passing the torch. And after we talk, you know, a little bit on the phone, I see you. You know, I've always known you was like, I've always liked your swag, always like, because you never lost your swag, even though you was doing positive things. I remember you was donating money and stuff, and for clothes and turkeys and stuff. Anytime we called upon you for anything, Village 50, my organization I had back in the day, you was always like, how can I help? You know what I'm saying? I'll break some money off. I'll buy this, buy that. So you've always been passing the torch since I've known you. And that was always my attraction to you. Like, this is a good brother, man. He backs up his words. Like, when he,
I appreciate that.
And he pulling on me like, hey, how can I do more? I want to help. So with that being said, what is your mission now? Like, what is the mission that you have for your organization and what you're trying to do?
First and foremost, man, like I said, man, when we was outside talking and elaborating on a lot of things, my mission, man, is just give hope to the hopeless, man, and basically just show them, man, and lead the way, man. Like, you know, I mean, I ain't got a lot of influence on this city and this world, but I got some.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So if I can inspire these cats, man, to be like, because one of the things is, it ain't that they don't want to get out the game or they don't want a better life. They just don't know how. You get what I'm saying? Right. So, like I always tell people this all the time, you know what I'm saying? Because this ain't my first time doing this. Like, this is my first podcast. But first time just sitting down and going to schools and all that. I've been doing that, right? I even came on to ask you, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But everybody don't know how to do it. And they got people coming from out the way trying to tell these inner city kids what to do and how to move. And they look, and I'm afraid, how you go tell me something that you don't even know nothing about? You know what I'm saying? So basically what I'm trying to do is, like I said, give hope to the hopeless. You know what I'm saying? Life to the lifeless. And instruction, bro, you ain't got to do that, because I love that. Like, I seen it in you. Like, you inspired me. You know what I'm saying? You Cadillacs in a big house, in a theater inside of a house. That was the first theater I ever seen inside of my home. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't just, a TV there. No, it was real life. Open it up, pictures. Like, you know how your basement was. And that's what I want. You know what I'm saying? You can live a lifestyle.
That's right.
Legit. You can live that lifestyle. You can have a change. You could go to, like, if you drink, you ain't gotta buy 100 bottles. But if you in that VIP and you got 2 bottles, what that girl goes, she gonna be like, oh, you over there because such doesn't got 100, but you got 2, but you still in the mix.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know, so long as you still in the mix and still keeping up your swag or whatever you want, but you doing it and creating your wave, you successful, big dog.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's passing the torch, man. And that's what we need to see more of. Like, we talked outside, and we're talking about more brothers need to, you know, I don't understand this competition stuff. I mean, I understand sports and you know, athleticism and who's the strongest and whatever, stuff like that. It kind of flex your muscle, but we're talking about life issues. We're talking about things that affect the world. Like, I mean, black men, we in last place, bro. We in last place. Why are we stunting over who got the flyest car and the baddest chick? I mean, it's so many other things that we need to be focused on, bro. Our morals, our values, this new generation of paying for you know what?
Yeah.
I didn't grow up in that era. Like, we didn't pay like that. I mean, it was we did things for the woman we liked, but it wasn't like these cats is dropping bands just to have an opportunity to screw this girl. Like,